Hey, friends. Good morning. It's your career BFF, Anna Morgan. StreamYard said it's having some problems streaming to LinkedIn, so I don't know what that's all about. So I am on Facebook and YouTube. So, hello, good morning. I am glad to be here. We are in day 3 of the Career BFF Advent Calendar of activities to accelerate your job search activities, keep you motivated, build your confidence, and really just keep your foot on the gas as we go through the month of December, because oftentimes we can get in the fa la 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 lazy mindset during December and decide to just say, I'm going to wait until the first of the year to try to, really kick off my job search. So, very, very strange. I don't know what is going on here with LinkedIn. Okay, I'm going to remove it and then add it back in and see if I can. Okay, it doesn't support me in doing that. All right, so I'm just going to roll with this. Today we're talking about updating your LinkedIn profile picture. So if I look at a lot of LinkedIn profile pictures as a recruiter, and there's a lot that can be said from a photo. And it's always a good idea to have a photo on your profile that is, um, you know, updated, that doesn't, require or doesn't, what is it? What is the word I'm looking for? That isn't 20 years old, because I have seen, you know, different profile pictures that have are just years and years and years old. So if you haven't updated your profile picture in 2 or 3 years, it's probably a good time. My photos are just at that 2 year mark, and I am super lucky that I have a great photographer that I work with here in Atlanta, that is a great branding photographer. So if you have access and the resources to get a professional headshot, I definitely recommend that you do it. I am still here trying to figure out what is going on with LinkedIn. Um, Hoping that this will go live here. It says waiting for broadcast. I'm not sure what that means. So, very, very strange. Oh, it says I'm live. Okay. Thanks, friends. Let me know that you're here. I think we're in business now. Good. We are talking about updating your LinkedIn profile. I'm Anna Morgan, your career BFF. I help misfit job seekers go to confident job closers in 90 days, and then they're able to showcase their unique talents, their personal brand, and attract a flow of top recruiters and hiring managers that fit like a glove. So the Be Found First, a job search accelerator for career misfits. Enrollment is open. I am booking calls, and we are going to get started the second week in January. So if you are feeling a little lost in your search, go from lost to found in your journey and join me for the job search accelerator starting in January. All right. Thank you so much for those of you that have said hello. Rashida, good morning. Let me get back here. So if you are in the comments, let me know the last time you updated your LinkedIn profile picture, and if you did it yourself or you had someone do it for you. I'm going to drop a link in the chat. Hey, David, good morning. Thank you for being here. Still trying to figure out the comments here. Hey, Lisa, I see you. Good morning. I'm here. Perfect. Good morning. So, a lot of people get like all worried that they have to spend $1 million on a headshot photographer. And I have the utmost respect for branding photographers, and I always prefer to use them. But if you're a job seeker and you're on a shoestring budget, uh, our phones have amazing cameras on them these days. So I recommend just, setting up in a place that has good light with a nice neutral color in the background. Put your face on, put on a professional top of sorts, and have some fun. Put on some music, set the self timer, take a bunch of little photos, and then go through it and see, if those make you feel good and align with your brand. There's a couple things that we should know about a profile picture that is important as you're looking for a job, because it can heavily influence basically people's perception of you. And let me take this off here real quick. So first and foremost, you want to make sure that you have a big cheesy smile, right? Because that is, builds connection. And it really can heavily influence how your profile as a whole is, perceived by potential employers and business connections. So slightly squinting your eyes, and squinching is what we do naturally when we smile. And you can use this website called photofeeler.com to get some feedback on your photo. So some of the common things that I see on LinkedIn that we recommend that you avoid are sunglasses, family pictures, selfies like squished up against, someone else's face, just being, a little messy or too casually dressed. Stock photos, because, we don't hire and we don't connect with stock photos, nor do we really connect with logos, right? And then not having a photo is, just kind of leaves the question like, why wouldn't they put their photo up? And then a lot of people are basically zoomed too far out from the actual lens. And, we really want to connect with your eyes. So if you can, the nice thing about LinkedIn is that you can edit and zoom in. And get a good photo there. Phil said one of his coworkers took his profile picture with an iPhone. Not terrible. Looks great, Phil. A great smile. It's centered. You look like a super fun, amazing person. So glad to have you this morning. Hey, good morning. So, you don't have to overcomplicate it, but I think it's especially important, whether you're entry level or in a leadership role, to have a professional looking photo, because it really just gives us some insight into, you as a person, and really helps us connect with you, right? So definitely do that, because, us recruiters are definitely checking out your profiles when we can. So let me see. I'm glad I am on LinkedIn. I had some trouble this morning. So I've got my coffee. I love this mug, by the way, because one of the size and the saying, daily grind. So I had my bulletproof coffee. Now it's just a little leftover black coffee to get me going through the rest of the day. So I have a full activity today. After I hop off this live, I am going to be nose to the ground, getting some recruiting done. For those of you that aren't aware, I'm also a part-time recruiter for one of the biggest and best big box retailers that sells hard surface flooring and accessories, Floor and Decor. And I recruit for all their regional sales positions nationwide, as well as a lot of corporate positions in merchandising, accounting, and finance, and other areas. So if you have retail in your background, great customer service, are looking to grow with a very stable and massively growing company, definitely check out our careers page and see if you find any opportunities that align with your goals. Good morning, Wendy. Hello from Ohio. Hello from Chicago. I bet it's getting chilly in Chicago and Ohio these days. It was nice, and I think it was low 50s here in Atlanta today. So I didn't have to wear my snow cap this morning as I was getting my kiddo off to school. What's everyone doing this weekend? It's only the 3rd of December, and me personally, I'm feeling like this month is gonna feel like a little bit of a marathon with all the things that I want to get done and that I'm getting ready for the first of the year. So for me, I'm planning on doing quite a bit of like decluttering. For some reason, I'm going through this kind of like nesting period in my home. And I think it's because I spend so much time here. So I'm going to redecorate my office, and I'm having the inside of my house painted. And so my goal this weekend is to really go through a lot of my things and get real clear about the things that I need and I don't need, and then start making some trips to Goodwill to give back to my community. I've also gathered a bunch of blankets and old towels that I'm going to donate to a dog shelter here in Atlanta. So just a reminder, if y'all, have things that you need to get rid of, definitely look at those places to make those donations, because I'm sure there are lots and lots of people in need during this time of year. So I think we've covered everything about your profile picture. So make sure it's updated. Good morning. Let's see. We have hello from Pakistan. Good morning. Lisa says, busy time in retail, no doubt. And it's also, if you are looking for a stopgap job, retail opportunities are abound. I mean, I've even seen, sadly, places are closed kind of indefinitely because they can't find people to staff the different locations. So, if you need a little cash in your pocket, a interim, customer service or retail position can always, help support you as you're going through this transition. So, also today, I am a guest as expert speaker with the Permission to Do You Bonanza, and we are going to be talking about what authenticity looks like for you. And I was invited to, I guess I was invited to this panel because people see me as authentic and just showing up as my best self. So these are the amazing women that I get to collaborate with this morning. It's at 11 a.m. And if you want to join, general admission is $25, and it gets you access to a variety of different opportunities. I have the schedule here, and I will put it in the comments. But everything in yellow is the events that you get access to for that $25. And then connecting is just networking, I believe. And then anything in brown is the additional like paid workshop. So on Tuesday, I'm hosting the Supercharge Your BFF personal branding statement. So if you are struggling with coming up with how to create that 30-second pitch and build a personal brand around like a solid foundation, this would be definitely something to consider. So I will grab this link and put it in the chat for you all. If you have any questions about the Permission to Do You Bonanza, please don't hesitate to reach out. So here is general admission, and then the expert roster. Yay, Wendy! I donate to local domestic violence shelter. That's awesome. The last dog I adopted, her name is Aurora. And I think tomorrow and Sunday, I'm going to try to go live from the floor so you all can meet some of my rescue dogs. I'm a rescuer of animals and careers. Anna Morgan, a dog's best friend, and your career's best friend. So I have been rescuing dogs and supporting people in their career changes for 15 plus years. And it's really kind of how I've built this brand around CareerBFF, because my love for dogs is expansive, and they just bring so much joy and belly laughs and comfort, especially during this pandemic. So I'm, hoping you all can meet my awkward Aurora, as I call her. But Wendy, I say that because she came from an abusive family, and she was the kind of I'm sorry for beating you dog. And when the wife and children got away from the situation and found themselves in a shelter, they could only take 2 dogs with them. And Aurora ended up in foster care, and we found her, and she's been an awesome addition to my pack and has just brought so much joy. She's a super Velcro dog and very attached to me. So I think y'all will enjoy meeting her tomorrow at noon as we talk about the next, Career BFF Advent Calendar activities. I will also drop the link to download that freebie, because it has different activities that you can do every single day this month leading up to Christmas that will help continue building momentum for you in your job search journey. So these are all tips that if I were an active job search, these are things that I would do. And it's very varied, from, updating your profile picture to focusing on some self-care to exploring new social media channels to picking up the phone and calling an old friend, right? So each day I'm going to try to come on quickly. This is probably longer than it should be, but I'm trying to get in the habit of saying hello to everybody and support people and staying motivated during this time. Because as I said, you can tend to get a little, lazy during the holiday season. And don't take your foot off the gas, because hiring managers are going to be actively interviewing, I believe, up until we go on vacation, or are out for the holiday. And this is a good time, because sometimes things do slow down a little bit in the corporate setting, so hiring managers can make more time to have conversations with great talent. So definitely consider just keeping that momentum going. And again, look at your profile picture and make sure it's updated, because it can heavily influence how people decide to engage with you. Make sure it's professional, it's zoomed in, it doesn't have to be a super crazy expensive photo, from, what is it, a headshot photographer. But if you do have any headshot photographers that you love, you should definitely shout them out in the comments. I'm going to share with you my BFF, like literal BFF, Kate Keleva, owner of Sitting Pretty Photography. And she is who does all of my branding photography. And she's here in Atlanta, and has a studio in North Atlanta, and she is amazing. So if you're in Atlanta and you need a new headshot, you should definitely connect with her and check her out. So, let's see. That's fabulous. So my son and I visit a local animal shelter too. We like to go. Oh, you are my people, Wendy. You are my people. Keep up the good work. That's awesome. I want to take my daughter, who's 13. There's some shelters here where you can go. I think it's mostly mutts, where you can read to the cats and the dogs. So this is also a really good time to look for service opportunities. And it's also when we're interviewing, if you have a gap in your resume or a period of time that you haven't been interviewing, um, it's always a good conversation starter to talk about the service work that you've been doing. And even something as simple as getting involved with an animal shelter, donating, volunteering, really speaks volumes and tells a nice story and keeps the conversation going. And it's relatable. It's human. And, you know, I think most people like animal people. Maybe, maybe that's a big assumption on my part. But anyway, yes, this is the time to try to find some, opportunity to give back. That's why this weekend I feel like just purging and, donating as much as I can to organizations in needs. I have bookshelves and a sleigh bed and side tables and different things that I'm finally ready to let go of and donate to Goodwill or a similar organization. So, all right, this has gone way too long. It's almost 9 o'clock. I'll see you all tomorrow at noon for our next tip on Saturday, which is all about building a kick-ass LinkedIn headline. So if you want some live coaching, want to kind of plug into my Career BFF brain, show up, have your questions, and I will be happy to guide you on some of the best practices I've seen as a recruiter and a career coach that is important in having an optimized headline, because we forget that LinkedIn is a search engine just like Google. So if you don't have the right words, you're not going to get found. And you want to be found first, right? Bye, friends. Have a wonderful day. Appreciate you showing up and see you tomorrow.